Kia reapings everybody, welcome back to another episode of Serious Cubist Adventures in Sky Factory 3. I look different, don't I? I feel like a purpley, pinkish armor. I think it's lilac. Maybe. I don't know what color it is. So I dived a little bit into Psy, and while I was doing this, I was like, maybe I should record this. But after a while, I realized this is extremely boring to watch, and I think I'd rather talk about what the mod does and then show some things I made with it, rather than going through the whole tutorial. Because if you press C, by default, that's the key, you get this giant list of tutorial things, right? And you kind of have to get through them all by one to unlock certain things. Like you unlock these little icons here. And it's really boring to go through that and watch it all. So basically what this mod does, if you just look at this real quick, it adds a bunch of tools, a set of armor that I'm actually wearing, parts of it. If I put on the helmet, I look like a Power Ranger. Pretty awesome. Has like a pickaxe, a sword, and this awesome looking gun. In fact, it has different looking guns. This is one more of the, I guess, mid-tier gun. There's different types. And so the thing about this mod is that every single piece of these can have something called a spell. And spells are kind of, well, like a visual programming language here. So, for example, my gun, if I hold the C button while I hold the gun, I have like different spells inside this gun right now. So, for example, I can conjure this magically looking block, just like a glowy bit, and I can break it. And every time I cast a spell on the right side, you can see my bar goes down a bit, my Psy bar. And so, depending on how complex your spell is, it drains more or less of your energy. So for example, I have the speedy spell, which gives me speed 2 for 10 seconds. So if I cast it, you can see it drains quite a bit of mana or Psy. And I'm running fast, and you can see I have the speed 2 effect here. And this is all configurable here. So the more tutorials you complete, the more of these icons here you unlock. And you can see I'm not quite done yet. I still have a few to go. But the more tutorials you complete, the more you have here to puzzle together your spells, and the tutorial is really detailed about how everything works. So that's why I don't really want to go through all of this, because it's probably confusing and not super interesting. So yeah, if you want to start out with this mod, just press C. It will bring up a thing. It will explain everything, how you get started, how you make all these different types of metals that comes with the mod, and so on. Some of the spells I have is I have a blink, so I can like blink forward, which also works upwards, so I can kind of fly for a little bit until my energy runs out, I guess. I have a push, which I just use for endermans. It pushes an entity forward. You can see it says there's currently no entity around me, and that's why it prints out the error. You can, oh wait, there's one. Nope, he teleported away. But yeah, I use it to push off endermans because they keep teleporting out. We have this conjure light, which is this thing. So it just places a nice looking light, and it's like cycling through these colors because it uses the same color as I have here on my gun. You can see this light goes, it's like a rainbow color, and that's because I use this full spectrum cat colorizer. And when you assemble your gun in here, you put in your gun, you put like sockets and cores and batteries in here, and then you can also put one of these color things inside just to color the gun a little bit, just some visual stuff. I have a create water, which just creates a source block of water, which I don't want to use right now. I have break upwards, which right now I have set to break 3 blocks upwards of where I aim. So if I summon this here, it breaks down these blocks. I have place above, which just places the block that's right next to this device on top of the block I'm looking at. So if I look up at this fence, it will place it on top. Ooh, here's an enderman. Goodbye. Then I also have a single block below placement. So if I get rid of these here and I aim at this one, it places a block below it. This is super good for like when I make platforms. I did this over here where I have my fertilized dirt, and these break super easily. You can just punch them and they go away, and sometimes I almost fell down there. So I used this trick to place half slabs all below this dirt, which is kind of cool. And then you also have like for the axe here, for example, I made one. It's called replace block, and that's how I added this dirt patch here, or this grass patch. So this was a half slab before, right? The wooden half slab, but I want to replace everything with grass and pathways and stuff. So I made the spell. It just, whatever block I break with my axe, it replaces this with whatever is right next to the my cat device here. So if I break this, it places a stone block there. And then for my pickaxe, I have the 3x3 breaking. Kind of like a hammer, I guess. But yeah, you can find a ton of these spells online. There is a subreddit that has a ton of these spells. If you want, I can probably post the ones I have, because once you make a spell, you can export these to like a text file. You can also re-import them from a text file, so it's pretty easy to just make whatever you want. Then there's also this cool mod, the Fairy Lights mod, and I just checked this out. So you can create a ton of these like lanterns and different lights and flower thingies and stuff like that, and then you combine them with this weird stringy thingy here, and it kind of works like fireworks, where you don't see the recipe for this, but depending on what item you mix and match, you can create different of these hanging lights. So for example, this one just has white lamps, and you right click on one point, it drags this line here towards you, and then you just right click somewhere else, and it creates this nice looking hanging light, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. So that's going to be super cool for decorating this place. I mentioned last time too that Optifine wasn't working with the latest version, but if you get rid of the search mod, it works again. And I installed this texture pack here, which is called Lively Default, and this changes the grass color and some other colors a little bit to make them more vibrant. And I really love this grass color. It's like the lime green that you get from jungles and stuff. So yeah, I want to replace my flooring with a lot of this grass and then have some sort of path going through here. I'm not sure which one. We could use the vanilla trodden dirt or whatever it's called, or the path block or whatever. And I want to use some treated wood from Immersive Engineering too. So if we have some time later today, I want to kind of dive into that a bit. But yeah, the first thing we should focus on today is setting up some sort of smeltery system for our ores. I have quite a few ores up there right now that I'll show you in a bit. And the easiest way I think to do this is with a Tinker Smeltery, because it doesn't need power, it's relatively fast, and I think it looks pretty good. So maybe I'll just do that. So here's one of my spells being useful, the place block below. I just aim at this. Oops. Need to place the block next to my cut. And see, it places another half slab below, so I can create a platform here now. So I don't have to, like, you know, fall down with water or something and place this. Oh yeah, and I also found this lava charm in a loot bag, which is pretty cool. You can see this fire bar above me, so if I stand in lava or fire, it slowly goes down before it starts hurting me. And we can just put this in our bauble slot as well, so it's out of our inventory. Alright, so this is where I want to place our smeltery here. And there's also a new thing in Tinker's 1.10 called the Tinker Tank, I believe. So let's get some seared bricks. I probably don't have enough seared bricks. I only have a bunch left here, so I probably will have to make more. But we could make more if I set up a smeltery, I guess. But I don't know yet. Maybe I'll just smelt more. But so how this works, this Tinker tank, I think, I'm just trying to figure out where I want to place it. Maybe I want to face it this way. Let's have it face this way. So it has this Tinker Tank controller instead of a Smeltery controller. And then I guess you just build similar to a Smeltery, like a whatever size you want, up to, I think it's 11 by 11. And then you need to fill the middle with glass. I don't know if you can use normal glass. I think you have to use the this glass here, the Tinker's Construct glass. Okay, like this. We also need a drain, and I'm gonna place one drain up here. Yeah, I think it faces all directions in this version. Let's go down here real quick, and I put one. Let's put it at the back, maybe. Let's see. This is gonna be the output, I guess. Okay, so there's that. Let's get back up again. Let's use our blink to get up. That works. And then we just top it off with just another layer of bricks. And yeah, I don't even have enough blocks now for my smeltery, so I definitely need to go make more. But there we go, that's active now, so you can see this. And the good thing about this Tinker Tank is that you can pump in your liquid, but they won't mix. So if you have like any alloy that you could mix, like gold or silver, which would make electrum, if you dump them both in here, it will just stay separated. Alright, let's see if we have enough for now. So, how do we want to do this? So we have our controller here, and I'm actually thinking I might want to move it. Nah, let's see. It might be better over here, just so it's easier to access my ores from this side, because we need to pump our ores in from this side. I don't know if I showed this yet, but this is how I set it up in the end. So we have one that does all the gravel stuff here and sifts gravel, and the other half goes into compressed gravel to make sand, goes into here to make compressed sand, the other half goes into here smashing down sand, and then, you know, dust, same thing, goes up here, makes the whole dust thing, and then all goes back into compressor, and these compress them back into these blocks and into these chunks, and I'm just saving everything in here. We have a ton of stuff right now, which is awesome. So we need to process this all. So let's put another drain here and a block here. So this is technically our smeltery here. Is this not working? Oh, can it not share the block below maybe? Because this should work, right? I have a tank over there. Does the tank need to be on this side? I don't think it does. Let's double check. No, it doesn't. I think it's because this below can't share the wall between tank and smeltery maybe. So I have to raise this by one maybe. Alright, so we have to do like this for now. And I'll fill this in with other blocks later, I think. I don't know if I want to use the seared brick right now because I need it. Can I get this piece there? Sure can. Okay, cool. I'll actually leave these blocks that are going to help me. So yeah, this smeltery is on. So it's only 9 blocks for now. So I'm going to increase this a bit. Alright, this is how far I can get it for now because I don't have more blocks, but I also kept off the top with half slabs so mobs can't spawn. It looks really derpy right now, but we'll make this look better later on. And also all of this stuff is gonna get moved later on, especially the lava production downstairs. I want to move this to somewhere probably up here, make it look a little bit better. Right now it's just a weird looking derpy platform. To get all the ores into the smeltery, I probably have to use the extra utility item filter for now. Because I don't want to pump out every single thing, right? I just want to pump out things that I can actually smelt down. So let's actually get rid of all of this. I'm going to use this filter here. Okay, let's see. It should just be those, right? So we have iron, gold, copper, aluminum, silver, lead, nickel. I think that's the only ores that we get out of here. Oh, how did this end up in this? That shouldn't be here. Okay, so we put the item filter in here. There's already gold inside, which is fine. And before I do this whole stuff, let's also put a liquid pipe here. I want to put blocks in the middle, so I'm going to place it on the outside here. And am I out of... Oh, there they are. It's like, I can't be out of transfer pipes. I have so many. So this should just pump out all the liquid out of the smeltery. And then, of course, we need one for the lava at the back as well. There we go. Getting lava inside now, which is awesome. So we can hook this up now. Hopefully. This is going to be a little bit annoying as well. Let's see. I guess I'll go up here and I'm going to have to disconnect this. Don't go into the furnace. It's going to melt this right now, actually. Oh, man. Not a fan of these, but hey, it will do for now. So there we go. It should just go in there. Okay, it didn't go anywhere else, which is good. They're super slow, so ideally we want to make... Well, actually, let's see. How many is that? 7. Yeah, I think the item filter for extra for the NIO cables is only 5, and then you need more with the advanced filter, which needs to slice and dice and so on. So that would be a pain, but this works, and this should get drained now. Yeah, they get drained. Cool. Yeah, it's really slow. So maybe soon I'll work on some speed upgrades. This is just crazy. Actually, speed upgrades. Do they need grid power? Yes, they do. Oh god, that sucks. Yeah, that's why I don't like them. But anyway, so this is running. So this is going all the way down into our Tinker's tank right now. Yeah, there it is. You can see the liquid in here. And I set up something over here already where it... Actually, this needs to be disconnected. So it pumps the liquid up into this basin here. And I'm also going to have a second one go down into this thing, which it already tried some here before, which kind of sucks. But what we need right now is actually an ingot. Okay, so put the ingot in here. Let's place it on a block just so I can show this a bit better. There we go. Place the ingot in here, and I'm going to connect this. Let's see. Where's the... I always forget where they are. There we go. So we're making a cast out of this. There it is. I'm going to break this for now. Actually, can I just remove this from here? Yeah, okay. Take this out. And now we have the ingot cast here, right? So what this is going to do now, it's going to try to pump it into here. And while it's pumping it into here, it also pumps it into these iron things, right? So actually I could turn this on again if I wanted, if I can, probably from here. There we go. So it's going to pump it in there. And I can take out, oops, I can take out this block here as well. So it's going to try to make a full block first, but at the same time dump it into here, right? So if there's ever liquid in here that's not enough for a full block, it will just turn the rest into ingots. So that way it won't block up, or it shouldn't block up. That's something I did in my Project 02 world as well. It works pretty well. Yeah, I'm just going to place a chest here now, connect some item conduits. Let's see, do it like this. And just do extract, insert. And now we're getting all of our stuff. So yeah, this should automate our ore processing now. Very slow for now. You can see it did 1 ingot. Now it's did an ingot, but now it's enough to make a full block. Maybe. Oh, it's interesting. It tries to harden it while it pumps it out. But yeah, it works. It produced a block. So there we go. So the real bottleneck right now is actually this thing over here. It's going to be super slow. You can see it doesn't even fill them up at all here. It's way too slow. Actually, let's do this different. If this is really too slow, which it is, and I don't want to get started with grid power right now. Let's break this real quick. I will just use 2 item conduits, I guess. Because right now this only has input and output. Why does it have an output? Oh, because I think I tried to smelt this here before. Oh, so that's good actually. So blue is extract there. I'm going to put another one here. So let's see. If I put this item filter inside, we have, yeah, only 5 slots. Okay. All right, that's a lot better now. Look at that. So there's a ton of liquid in here. I also want to see if the... it's going to be a waste, unfortunately, because also liquid in there. I want to see if the NIO conduit for liquid is a little bit faster here. I don't know if this one can do this liquid. Looks like it can. This one, like... The first cable, it says it respects gravity, so since it's flowing down, I guess it's fine. The one down there, I don't think I could use because I'm flowing it upwards. But hopefully this liquid is a lot faster now. So there's one issue, of course, that you can see here, for example. We had silver and gold in there. So it's mixing it into electron, which is kind of a little bit of a problem. And constanta now and stuff like that. So not ideal. But I'm hoping that if this pumps out fast enough, which right now it really doesn't, does it? It's super slow, it seems. I was hoping that it would be super fast and then it wouldn't be an issue. So I might have to change it up a bit. Or I might have to set up a second smeltery for... Wow, this is ridiculously slow. Second smeltery for like... for specific liquids that can mix. Okay, so I'll just leave this here for now. Oh well, I'll figure something out. Well, while that is smelting, I want to go check out something else real quick. I want to check out the Mega Torch, because this one lets us get rid of mobs nearby. Hopefully it won't affect the mob spawner. Actually, it would. Okay, so I'll have to see what the range is on this, but I want to try it out nonetheless. So it's 2 emerald blocks, 2 diamonds, and 3 of these things. So that's the one that uses these berries, right? Just 1 berry and a stick, okay. And then we need 2 logs. Okay, let's go try this out. I don't know what the range is. Oh, you get 4, right? Let's just make a bunch. Why not? I guess I can just do this now. Mega Torch. So this works like the Magnum Torch, apparently, from Extra Utilities 1. And I don't know what the range is on this. So I'll have to see if I can still see mob spawn in my mob farm over there. Right now I don't see anyone on the minimap. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it prevents the spawn over there as soon as I break this. Well, maybe it's a good thing that this is disabled for now, because I want to do a quick change to this. Or I say quick, but maybe it's not quick. We shall see. Let's break this, and I need to replace 2 of these with more chest interfaces. And apparently, look at all this loot. Now that did I mention that? I replaced them with diamond spikes? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. But yeah, I replaced them with diamond spikes, so they give me player drop kills as well, including heads from creepers and such, so that's good. But yeah, I want to do something about these loot bags. So there is actually a bag opener now in the loot bags mod. So I want to... Oh god. Apparently breaking this is fine as long as you don't break the controller. But I want to automatically open these bags and pump it back into this chest here. So hopefully this is fine. Oh, it's spooky. It's not... It makes me nervous. Okay, good. Yeah, we still have everything. That's fine. So what? Oh, I put them in here, even though the chest wasn't working at that point. Interesting. All right, so how are we gonna do this? I'm guessing if I put this here and I add a item conduit there. Oh, and I'm gonna need a new filter, I think. Unless this is smart enough to know that it can only accept bags. Let's try that. It might be. Okay, so there's a cooldown on these bags. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it knows about that because the first item in here is, you know, zombie flesh and stuff. So it knows there is a cooldown here apparently. And, you know, looking at these loot bags, yeah, you could combine them all to like better loot bags, but each tier kind of actually has good stuff in it, in my opinion. Like if you look at the first one, maybe, I don't know, maybe this one isn't as great, but we get like food out of it, we get chance cubes out of it. Yeah, like a little bit of lapis, you get silicone, which is cool, gunpowder, coal, sealed bricks even. So there's some good stuff in here that you could collect over time, right? And then the next pack, of course, also has some good stuff. It even has diamonds, emeralds, quartz, which is awesome. Sponges are super good. I made tool parts out of sponge for this thing here, and it gives you silk touch, but it reduces the damage to 0. But yeah, there's some good stuff in there, I think. So it might be worth to just open all different tiers, and then we just put this back here, and ooh, some smiley clouds, and it pumps it all back into the chest. So obviously this is gonna get much fuller now, but it still has quite a lot of room. And I want to do something about these things. Definitely toss certain things I don't need, and maybe set up some storage drawers for like the flesh, the arrows, the bones, stuff like that. Okay, so before we end the episode, it's probably getting super long again. Recently I've not been good with keeping them somewhat short. There's so many things I want to do. I should just record more episodes and make them a little bit smaller, but let's go make a tank, and I want to start a tiny bit of immersive engineering, just a coke oven really, so I can get some treated wood, because I want to use that for my base here. I'm gonna have to wait for these to finish up real quick though. Okay, let's see if we can do this real quick. Coke oven, we need, oh, that's sandstone. Okay, I need more. There we go, 28 should be enough. I think we need 27 in total, but that's fine. Let's take a coal block. I think they work too. And I'll just set it up over here for now, just in a corner somewhere, maybe on the side. And it's just a 3x3x3, no hole in the middle. Just very basic. Put a torch on top, and then we have to smack it with the immersive engineering hammer. Oops, that's not the hammer. There we go. There's our coke oven. And yeah, you just put in coal, and then over time, it will turn this into coal coke. Can we see this up here? Yep, there it is. Coal coke, and it gives you a bunch of creosote oil. You can also use normal coal for this. Then you only get a little bit, of course. It's actually more efficient to use the block from the looks of it, because that's 9 coal, but you get 10 times the amount rather than 9 times. Kind of cool. And you can also use wood and turn it into charcoal, which also gives you a tiny bit of creosote oil. So it's kind of cool. And then let's see, if we put down this tank here, let's put it on this side and just add one of these fluid conduits. It should be good enough, right? Auto extract, and this all here for insert. So that should, after a while, once it finishes this, which does take a while to burn a whole block, we should get some creosote oil. And then with that oil, we can make these awesome treated planks, which look fantastic, and I think they will go much better here with our base instead of the oak and stuff. So I'll probably replace a bunch of that, and that should be good. You know what? Let's go open a chance cube. Let's just place it here. There's TNT there. I knew it. God damn it. I should have done something about that quickly, like mine it or something with vein miner maybe. I was too slow. Anyway, I think I will have to light this place up before I end the episode. But yeah, everybody, I need to end the episode here for today. got a lot of done. I'm gonna fix this smeltery over there a little bit. It's actually not working as well as I thought I would. Because it mixed up some of these metals and stuff, it has some issues right now as well with like getting stuck in here. So we have a little bit of gold in there, a little bit of lead in there, so it's a little bit wonky still. But you can see this nice colorful cake of liquids that we can process. So what I'm thinking, maybe I'll set up something like this for every liquid we have in here, just to make it a little bit easier. Or in fact, yeah, no, I think that should be good. Just have multiple drains here and then pump it all out into kind of the setup, and then it all goes into this chest. But yeah, it should be good. We have quite a lot of resources now, which is awesome. I think next time, I've been wanting to do that for a while now, but I think next time I'll start work on Botania. Ooh, look at this rain thingy working. And that should be good. And I'll also work a little bit on this base here, trying to replace more with dirt or with grass, maybe create some pathways and so on. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this episode wasn't super long, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.